I went to the International Auto Show in Toronto for the first time this year, and I saw so many cool cars, starting off with this Koenigsegg Jesko. Apparently, it's one of 125. Moving on, there's this McLaren. The interior on this was so sick. And then we saw this Pagani Utopia. Apparently, it has leather straps on it there. I usually just use zip ties, but go off. That was really cool. I also just had to take a look at this Mercedes G Wagon. When I was younger, I thought that this was like the coolest car ever. But to be honest, I don't think I would buy one because the next thing we went to was my current dream car, which is the Durango SRT.
Beautiful dream car. Next purchase.
Honestly, they're just so nice, and for an SUV, I think they're really sick. But we had to look at all of the Dodge trucks because honestly, I'm a Mopar girl at heart. I might drive a Subaru, but my brother drives a Dodge, my dad drives a Dodge. I have grown up in and around Dodge trucks, and they're awesome.
Subaru section. Only have a WRX. No STI. That's depressing. My car's better.
It took us a while, honestly, to find all of the exhibits and stuff because this day was just a mess. I forgot my microphone. We got lost so many times, but we finally made it down to the classic cars, which I was so excited for. When I was a kid, my mom used to take me to classic car shows all the time, so I was super excited. I think this was probably my favorite part of the car show. This 1995 Ferrari 355 GTS was super sick. But we also made it down to this Lamborghini Diablo that you see here. I don't know if it was the color or what, but I was absolutely obsessed with this car. I think that blue is so nice on this thing. And then we've got some really classic cars like this 1924 Delage GL and the 1927 Model X. These were so sick. We've got the 61 Chevy Mako Shark Corvette. But I gotta say, I think my favorite of all was this one right here, the 1948 Chevy Fleetside Lead Sled. I thought this car was so cool. I don't know if it was the flames or what, but that was my number one pick. But I gotta give it to this truck here. I thought this Dodge, like I said, Dodge girly, loved it. Also, this car, I am not really up to date with racing, but my boyfriend said that this race car here is sponsored by Smokes Poutineery, which is why it's plaid, which was kind of sick. And then we got down to the BMW section. Honestly, this was awesome.
What's this? So they're the M4, M5, M8.
And the 340. So it's an M light.
Yeah.
It's gonna die. And 40.
The BMW booth is very cool this year.
Obviously, BMW has really cool cars, but even just the ambiance that they had going on with the lights, it was really nice.
So what do you think? Should I become a Beamer boy? Should my next car be the M5?
Please no.
No? I think it'd be cool.
And we can't forget the Ghostbusters car. This was honestly kind of iconic.
It's crazy that's gotta be a booth now.
Who are you gonna call? I would love a Danger Ranger. Solaria Ranger. It's a Danger Ranger.
I don't know what I was thinking, seeing as I just bought my STI, but honestly, as soon as we got to the Ford section, I thought I was shopping.
I know that truck. I know stranger. I know that truck. That's a Ford Ranger. This is nice. Can't figure out how to get out. Oh, there we go. I found the handle. No. Maybe I should buy a Ranger. Danger Ranger.
I mean, nothing against Ford. I mean, they might not be the most reliable. I just traded in my Focus a couple weeks ago when I got my STI, but I gotta give some love to the Ranger and the Bronco.
I've test drove one of these and I've test drove a Sport. I like the Sport better, to be honest.
Call me basic. I don't care. I think Broncos are such nice SUVs.
This one's the Bronco Outer Banks. I almost bought one of these a couple years ago. Fun fact. I actually love this car.
And obviously, with the Fords, can't forget the Mustangs.
All these Mustangs. Careful you don't get hit.
This was one of the last things we saw. This is the pink Lego 1950s Cadillac Fleetwood. Apparently, it was made of more than 418,000 pieces. It was insane.
Okay, so
a little out of breath. We were running back in the car. Starting to snow like crazy, so I guess it's a good time to leave. It was a lot of fun. Saw lots of cool stuff. I kind of thought there would be more, like, vendors, I guess. Like, yeah, obviously we're here for the car show, but I feel like I only saw a couple, like 2 or 3 booths that I recognized, at least. But overall, it was fun. I cannot wait to get out of Toronto. Don't come for me. I feel like, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like anyone who's not from the GTA hates coming to Toronto with passion. I know I do. I avoid it at all costs, but it was a fun day. Probably come back next year. Hopefully remember my freaking microphone adapter next time. Yeah, it was fun.